It is not always.
Yeah. There should be some set of rules at least.
It's that dynamic. So that's why we are still trying to find out something. So I thought like let's bring out.
But at least even if you go for development, customizing, anything, how would you know that how much quantity I have to fix in one box?
Ultimately, I'm staring at manual only, but
Correct.
that some rule is I will not allow you to touch my inventory file.
You have to ask Gaurav how, why. Some questions you have to ask to client.
My last answer to them is we'll go non-HU.
Yeah, that's my first preference always. And if they want to track packaging material and all those stuff, if they have HU levels, then we can think of HUs. But why we are creating more complexity? That's
yes. So we asked them that let's create pack spec. If we do not have something, we can create it, right? For the future standards. So the ask is we are having 50,000 of materials. How do you expect us to identify and put the?
Or else one solution I'm just thinking right now that transfer everything in non-HU manage. Transfer everything. Just pack it as just keep it as a loose product. And whenever they are shipping to customer, okay, just move that to packing work center, do the packing manually as per the packing work center guy. He will just scan the packaging material. He will enter the product HU. He will create HU in packing work center and he will deliver to whatever its goods issue zone. That's
after the upload, right?
After in uploading, we will just upload the basic non-HU managed products.
Yeah. So one thing I have suggested them something similar is, and after the inventory is uploaded, you pack using RF itself. You create the packaging material and split the quantities and just keep on creating HUs and pack them into
correct
multiple boxes as whatever you see it on the floor.
Yes.
This is what the solution I have provided right now. So waiting for them to say, yes, we can do that. Because I don't see anything that can be applied as a rule to pull out the inventory at HU level. Unless you give me something in Excel manually, which they don't want. So that is one challenge. And Raju sir, I have one more question, different topic.
Okay.
Remember I called you once for that active PPF trigger after packing and all those.
Okay, maybe give some idea. Okay.
So basic ask is whenever a delivery gets completely picked and packed, I need to trigger a custom PPF. So that is happening. I created all those. Basically some capturing packing status and using those to trigger the PPF. But right now there is no schedule condition for the custom PPF. I found one which says /SCWM WHR full packed. But when I apply that PPF stops working. And if I do not apply that, as soon as the delivery gets distributed, it calls the PPF because there is no schedule condition. And again, if I do picking and packing, the PPF gets called. This time it is success.
Yeah, first time it is in yellow or red. Otherwise, it is triggering again. Second time, as and when the condition met, it is going to working, right?
No, so second time it is a new entry altogether.
I mean, it's not processing the existing one, but second one it is completely processing.
Yeah, because there is no schedule condition for that. So delivery distribution 1 PPF, picking completion 1 PPF, both are in red. After packing completion, third PPF comes up which says I'm green. So just trying to filter it out and say that execute only once. And that is only when you are met, when the picking and packing is completed.
Then only, I mean, you mean to say that it is triggering 2 times or 3 times?
3 times, but 2 times red, 1 time green. Because 2 times it does not have the status that matches.
Correct. Then it's going to be, you are saying that there is no schedule condition, right?
Yeah, so I did the same thing was for inbound as well. But for that, I needed to post it, execute it after GR posting. So I used /SCWM GR_post as the schedule condition. So that is working. But for this one, I'm using SCWM WHR full pad as the schedule condition. But it does not execute after maintaining this schedule condition. Do you have anything in mind which I can utilize? Because this needs to be sent before the goods issue. So I cannot use GI as a schedule condition. It has to be done immediately after picking packing.
No, immediately after packing up the entire delivery, you wanted to send it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why can't you use I mean, are you using TU option?
No TU.
No TU at all. TU, there is an option actually. You can trigger once this thing is completed. Okay. How many days? I mean, each delivery you wanted to send it, right?
Each delivery, yes.
Each delivery you will be sending the information saying that, yeah.
At TU level, I have used loading as well. At the time of loading, goods issue happens. All this I have used, but never used at picking, packing, completion without TU. So facing trouble for that.
Let's see. I mean, maybe we will see together and then let's think about it. Is that okay?
Yep, no issue, sir. I mean, it is working for me. Only thing, I see multiple end.
Yeah, it's working, but yeah, you are saying that 3 times it is triggering, 3rd time is successful.
Yes, the client will say 2 times it got failed and 1 time it is triggering. Why are you giving me those 2 entries? It should be just 1. So that is what.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, maybe once we get into that and then we can check that.
Sure, sir. So that's all from my end for today's topic.
But good. I mean, like, you did not listen to us in the first topic, right?
No, sir, I did. I did. And trust me, I passed all this information to them. Please, you are not using PackSpec, use PackSpec. If you are not, let's go non-HU managed. If you do not have rule, let's use some manual. Give us something manual. So everything is a no. Haven't heard a yes. So one solution which Omkar gave, that is provided to them right now. So let's see if they have something for us on Monday and they're able to provide. We have asked them that please do some modification in your existing system as well, some development. If you want completely rule, give us some development. I mean, you do some development and give us the rules. So everything is done, only it is stuck at packing specification.
And also, it's only for 1 day, 2 days, right?
Yes. Never. Only till I pull their data and upload in system. That's it, done. Rule can be thrown now.
Yeah. But your client is great, okay?
More than great, I can say.
That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Because I have never, most of them, always modifications are always there in the inventory file, but they do not want us to touch. And even it is a good learning as well.
Yeah, it's a good learning. Yeah, I got
because
that
it calls out for a lot of manual work, right, during that shutdown period. So that gets isolated completely.
Yeah.
I can see the advantage. Because when I say to the data team, give me the inventory, they just execute one program and the entire inventory is with me. And I know it is correct. I just upload it into EWM, it gets uploaded. Only thing is right now I'm manually making the entries for those HU.
But it's something we need to have some clarity from the business so that you can do some, without any logic, you cannot keep all these things in.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good. Does anyone have any other questions?
Yes. Raju sir, Vivek this side. Can I ask?
Vivek. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I have already posted my query yesterday in the group. This is regarding the assignment of resources to warehouse order. This might be a silly question. Probably actually I'm not having much knowledge about this area. So my ask is that, is it possible that a system can pick resource automatically assigned to warehouse order
Automatically, right?
Yes.
Yes. We have those predefined rules, right? Resource management, queue management, and all those stuff. We assign
I-
queue to warehouse. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I am able to assign queue. Let's say I have, 5-7 handheld devices, which I'm treating it as a resources only, and it is responsible for the across warehouse processes like internal, inbound, outbound, and everywhere they can use it. Now, what I have done is the system is able to identify the queue during the warehouse order creation, warehouse task. The thing is that client is not agreeing that they do not have time to each and every time that you go into warehouse order and select the resources. They want it to determine automatically. So this is my, where I'm looking for some guidance. If it is possible in standard, if it is yes, then, if someone can please guide on this.
Can you ask that question again? You said assignment of this thing, and what you are asking right now?
Yeah, my question is, sir, that we have one option. So what I'm currently doing is that in the warehouse order, when queue is determined, a user is assigning the resource manually there.
That's a manual. Okay.
Yes, but business ask is that they want to make it happen automatically. The system should automatically assign a resource to the queue in the warehouse order. So how is it?
Okay.
I mean, is it?
Forget about that. If the system assigns, like I have, okay, let's talk about inbound area. Okay. Inbound area, I have 3 people. 3 people are working. Okay. So
Yeah.
3 resources are available and 3 resources are belongs to inbound. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I agree with you. Like these 3 resources, is there any capacity need to be there to assign something like that? I mean, like resource 1 is only capable of working in the warehouse without any forklift usage. Resource 2, he will use forklift as well as normal trolley also. Resource 3 is only use forklift. Some no, only manual. No, he doesn't have any driving license to drive the truck. So in this case, first assignment has come. First warehouse order is created for put away. To whom it has to be assigned?
Actually, I didn't go into this much of depth of discussion with business, yes, but I'm just exploring whether, this is the next stage and this is the next round of discussion. But as of now, I got your point, sir, because it is indeed, there has to be something, based on some criteria or conditions so that warehouse order should pick resource A or B or C and assign it. But actually, I am still stuck at the very first point that how to, let's say, I have certain queue for inbound, then how system should able to understand that I have to pick this resource and assign it. And
forget about that. Automatically you can assign it. Forget about that. So what is your criteria? Tell me.
As I said, yeah.
We can do that. Automatic assignment can be done. That's okay. I mean, we'll have some idea. We can do that. But you tell me in this scenario, is there any specific rules? Maybe I'm coming as a.
I have not finalized the rule, but let's say I'm assuming. Let's say if there is a criteria of that one resource have less than 10 warehouse orders. All right, then system should able to assign some warehouse order to the resource who has less than 10 number of warehouse orders. Yeah.
No, I think we can do that. That's not a problem. But you just need to tell us the criteria.
Okay, if I'm considering this criteria, sir, then how can I proceed in this way?
Maybe I can share with you one chapter. I mean, chapter means like an example, the configuration. So maybe we can explore. I mean, we can explore in that. Let me help you to show you that. Yeah, it may not work 100%. Okay, I mean, it's going to work in some or the other way. Okay, I'll tell you.
But can we achieve it through standard configuration? Because now the decision point has stuck. Now business is after us. Just, you know.
Can you see this? Here, there is a resource type, okay? This is what the question I'm asking. What is the resource type is, okay? Like resource type, you can give something called, you can give the resource type and then where he is sitting. Like an example, he is a bin access type. What access type he is going to access? Meaning, so what you can do is, let me share my another one. Go to /n/scwm/ls03, okay? And then gr zone, something like that. When you see this bin, there is a bin access type over here. Okay, then bin access type. Bin access type you have given first below row. Okay, first row and second row is belongs to this guy. Particular resource will handle. Okay. So with this bin access type, what you can do is all the warehouse orders which is created for this particular area.
Hand-reached location, sir.
Sorry?
Hand-reached location, right?
Yeah, this is hand-reached location. You can assign this to this, whoever is having bin access type over here in this guy. Okay, that means this resource type. Okay, create a resource type which can able to only handle only this area. I mean, this area means lower level or anything, something like that, access type and priority. And then resource type, maintain HU type group if you need it, warehouse process category, priority value. You just explore these values. I think even you can have the priority based on the weight also here. So these things, you can have some execution profile, okay? Execution profile, you can work together with this. Otherwise, this is a user. Data entry user is not possible to check, activate. Resource group, no. Yeah, here Q type sequence also. This is the resource group and then sequence number 1. And then you can explore these two options, Q type, inbound Q type or outbound Q type, so that this resource group can handle, so that it will be assigned automatically to those guys. But capacity wise, once the capacity is high for that guy, execution priorities, you can work together in this, but it's an SAP help is there. You can work it out and then find out what is the best way to reach to your level. But it is possible. You can do that. This is going to be helpful for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have not
So
done.
let me share one more thing. We are not using very in-depth. It's a simple resource management, what we have now.
See this
presently.
Manual position management, I think automatic something. This. Yeah, you are not using right now. Yes, I agree with you. You have to work.
Because now we are at the stage that configuration is almost done now, sir. We are in some kind of acceptance stage, and this query all of a sudden came. It was not, given earlier. But now thing is, considering the bandwidth, because we are not using bin access type also, because in the initial phase we were under impression that resource management is not that important as of now. Maybe in the next phase or something.
Right. I think the sudden requirement has come, then you have to start using it.
Yeah. So yes. So I'm just wondering that number one, okay, that automatic is possible, but to make it automatic, I think I have to define dependencies in the configuration, like bin type access and everything. It has to be there. Then all the storage bin information also needs to be updated with bin access type. Correct, sir?
Correct. Bin access type is going to helpful for you to achieve. What you have to do is you have to do the mass modification of the bin access type, and then towards, decide first how this workers to be, resource to be assigned your work. Based on that, you can work together. So this needs a lot of discussion, and then if they have any certain rules to follow that, yes, I think, yeah, we can do that. This can be possible.
But do you think, sir, it will also require some customizing to achieve the criteria and rules? Or let's say if I go with the assumption of 10
I
warehouse
think
orders.
standard may not provide you 100% solution what you are looking for. Yeah, maybe I can say 30 to 40% of customization, development is needed. Let's see one of them, just a second. You are talking about resource management, right? Where is that? Yeah, it's handling unit, exception batch management, PDC, delivery request. So, very exactly located, class process settings, and then resource management. Why they have not given anything over here? I think resource management they have given as a travel distance calculation. Travel time calculation. Okay. Layout types, bin access type. Here you have to do the configuration. Bin access type, forklift. Okay, manual, machine, or maybe resource. So these things you can do that, first option. Second option, resource types. So resource type and resource type velocity, resource type, and then position management, and adding the layout type here also, which unit of measurement, and resource category.
Sir, is this position management also integrates with HR position management, or it is independent?
HR, yeah.
So without HR, we cannot use this option of position management. Is that so?
That's a labor management, yeah. That's you wanted to use labor management, and then you
No.
So forget about that position. Just make it as a blank. Okay, access type. Assign HO type groups. HO type groups means, yeah, if it is lower level, yeah, we can do that, yeah. So this is
I missed the requirement which you said. It's just the you need to assign resource automatically per queue, right?
Yes, sir. So queue is automatically available in the warehouse order, but they do want to avoid this manual work. They want that some resource should be available there automatically.
Okay, so Raju sir, the basic resource management, assignment of resource to queue, even that is feasible, right, for them? That is sufficient.
That is sufficient, yeah.
But
yeah, you can.
But yeah. In that case, do we also need to define bin type access and everything and update into the storage?
That is not required. No. You just have to define queues. You might be having queues.
Okay. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Then just you have to assign. You have to just do one config of assigning those queues to user. That's it. Nothing else.
Where it comes?
Sir, can you just show him? It's a master data.
No, in the master data, I think only 1:1 can be assigned, right?
Yeah, but the same resource can work on inbound and outbound also.
You can assign those also.
Yeah,
as per your requirement.
I was talking about this one where resource management and then maintain resources, and here you can assign the queue here, right? You're saying?
Correct.
Yeah.
So whatever like inbound queue is there, then we assign one resource. If it is outbound, you can assign another resource, or even the generic users you can assign to here. Like based on queues, you can assign. So this basic one-time config also it may help to you. There is nothing.
I mean, this is the basic one what he was saying, but yeah. Otherwise, I was talking about assignment of based on the weight, like queue assigned this person, and then.
Sir, sorry. This is in case of 1-to-1, I guess it will work. Let's say if one resource has many queues assigned to different queues, let's say outbound.
No, what you are saying is this resource group also matters, right?
No. What Onkar has suggested that if we do the mapping that I have resource 1, it will work on outbound 1, then resource 1, inbound 1.
No, why don't you try this resource group is having? See this when the resource.
But I'm already using resource group. So in resource group, I have already clubbed all the queues there.
Wait.
Okay.
What I'm saying, see this. This resource group is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assignment. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then he was asking, maybe you can try, if this resource group is assigned only Q inbound, which is part of RALL, his first priority will be the inbound, and second priority he can also be assigned to, if no resource is available, he can assign to outbound also, because RAL is, he belongs to RALL. That means all queues he can able to handle.
I understand, sir. But my point here is, if it is one-to-one mapping, it is okay. If I have only one resource, if I have more than one resource, the same resource mapping will also applicable for same queues. Correct. Then let's say for outbound, let's say queue outbound one. I'm just this is just a example. Queue outbound one is assigned to resource one also and resource two also. Then how system would know that if for in the warehouse, if it is for outbound Q1, all right, it should pick resource one or resource two.
That's what the capacity things need to come into the picture. That's you need to explore on this subjected what we talked about, execution priorities and control at the storage groups. All these things you need to explore and then find out how it can be done. Do the testing something if it's going to work. If not, do some enhancement.
If it is
So
through
this is very
enhancement,
important. Execution priorities are very important. So
and then
you
I
may
have
be
some.
you may be checking or you may be getting some answer with this execution priorities. Okay, you might get some solution on this. I don't remember last time somebody asked me to explore, but I forgot it.
Yeah, Sujan
Yeah.
has a doubt. Sujan was asking, he had some question that how should I divide the work equally among different resources?
Yeah.
If I have some point to say that it is required customizing, then probably I'm on a savior side. That we do not have bandwidth to do it now. But if it's to standard, then probably it requires some time for me also to explore this.
But do one thing, otherwise, if they wanted to do something like without standard configuration, I mean, you wanted to go ahead with any Z program, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, they are doing manual assignment, right? How they are doing manual assignment? They maybe have some techniques. Based on that, those techniques, put it into the table and then assign automatically. By doing that, that can also be done.
Also, Vivek, just do one thing. Just read the chapter of resource management, okay, once, and in that config of basic configuration of assignment of resource to queue, just assign same queue to 2 users, okay, and just try one scenario.
Exactly.
I think it might be sorting in ascending order. I think so, but just check that scenario how it is behaving, because I don't think it will give an error.
Sure, sir. I will do that. Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you.
An experiment. It's an experiment. Yeah.
I have some time to explore this because all of a sudden this question was bombed and I got a lot of gaga over it. That why it was not done, why you are asking this. So I do not have any counter reply because I was not aware about this topic. Have much information. Yeah. And my second, sir, I'm just looking for some helping document of exception handling, if someone can please provide. I have gone through your YouTube video, try to explore it. If some configuration document one can share in the WhatsApp group.
What exception you want to use? We are having a standard exception codes, right?
Sir, I'm looking for 2 options. Number 1, change of batch, and change of storage bin is there, but I don't know where I'm mistaken.
Okay, change of batch CHBA.
Yeah, on the outbound side. So sometimes they want to warehouse task is already created, but in the warehouse confirmation side, they are looking for batch change.
Okay. So change bin, I think CHBD you can use it. Change destination bin, but change of batch, I think outbound you can also use the same exception handling, right? Is there anyone?
This is on outbound side, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I think CHBA you can use it. Change batch. Let's check this. Okay. So CHBA and then change batch, exception code, and then what you're looking at, confirm warehouse star removal, and then CHBA, and then is that, yeah, for the same material, right? You can use this. There's no delivery involvement over here. You can use it here. I mean, it's only stock adjustment purpose. But yeah, we can use it CHBA. CHBA and CHBD.
Yes, sir. I think I'm missing something. I already reached up to this point, but somehow when I configure for my warehouse, it is not picking some.
Yeah, maybe once you are ready, just let me know. We can see
Sure,
each
sir.
other. We can see each other and then see how
Sure, sir.
mine is
Sure,
not
sure.
working. Okay, change batch. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't require any inbound delivery reference or anything. Just you can change the batch and then see how.
But if someone has worked on outbound side on these two things,
CHBD, I think it's not going to work for in outbound side, right? You're saying that you want to change the source bin, right?
correct, sir. Correct. As well as batch also. These two things. Yes.
Okay. CHBD, I think you are, I thought it is a change destination bin. I think somewhere here, source bin, DIFS.
So you're trying to say that you want to use two exception codes, right?
I mean, two exception code in different timings.
Different timings was like inbound, outbound.
Like for one time he want to change, for one pick task he want to change the source. The other time he wanted to change, other time
Let
for another
me
task he wanted to change the batch.
actually, the requirement areas, let's say in certain cases, customer uh, orders specific batch. So we are not determining the batch at the outbound delivery from ECC side. So it is decided at the warehouse level. And we are doing the picking on the first in first out basis. So what system does that system already picks some batch on the first in first out basis and creates a warehouse order also. But at this point of time, user after seeing that, okay, this is for customer, this is for OE customer, then they have, they want to go with the some different batch which as per their suitable requirement. So here, rather than system suggested batch, let's say A, then they want to change it to batch B and do the picking.
I think CHBA will work for that, but change source bin, I'm not sure how we can use it. Okay, source bin. So meaning user wanted to change the source bin as per their requirement, right? Source is empty. Can we use MBNE? Just a second. Source empty. So this is for MFS. Okay. Not to us. Okay. Starts with M is always MFS, I think. Can you, I think PRMI missing product. Let's see. Can as a posting script verification field missing product. Oh, this is for physical inventory. Okay. Okay, I think it's not there. I think you have to use BIDP and BIDF if the source is not having any quantity.
Another thing, what I feel, sir, that once you create a warehouse task, so for that bin, stock is committed for that warehouse task. I don't think whether it is possible to change the bin in warehouse order. I think I'm not sure because
No, that's
if
what I'm
you,
saying. Source
yeah,
bin, if you want to change it, you have to do maybe stock removal denial BIDU or BIDP or BIDF.
that is pick denial, you mean to say, right?
That's a pick denial actually. Yeah, because you are denying the picking. You don't want to pick them, pick the quantity, some reason, okay? So I think if the task is created, why do you want to change? I mean, what is the reason? Reason number one can be bin is not having stock, physical stock. The other one is bin cannot able to be cannot able to accessible, right?
Mhm.
Any other reason?
Another thing is, sir, as one example I gave you that that particular batch is not available in storage bin A, it is in storage bin 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bin A it is not there, but bin B it is there, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
So. Mhm.
Raju sir, can you just open the chat window? I have pinged one link when same requirement was asked by somebody else, and the George McCallis, the EWM product owner, he has just commented on that.
Okay. That's good. Okay, he says, my opinion could be the generic WT option. Could be use the generic WT, which can be set storage type level in generic WT. Okay. Option is okay. Using this, you can create a picking WT with only source storage type and source selection defined. VLPLA is initial in this WT. Picker confirms the really chosen pick bin by himself according to reality. Maybe this could help you, even though you had to solve this challenge already in the meantime. Oh,
This is something manual, but if you scroll down, the George McCallis, if you scroll down, he
this
has
one, right?
no. Scroll down.
It is a basically product issue, we can say.
Scroll down. Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
We are
yeah,
not convincing changing the source bin during the picking. The right way forward is don't offer this in the warehouse management products for years. Okay, jog, right? Okay. May I ask what is the root cause why you want to change the bin and not guide the picker to the right bin from the beginning? If a picker changes the bin, the next picker will be finding an empty bin. The assigned task and the point of it, no more task. We are willing and planning to enhance our storage type behavior in future to give you more flexibility. We are also thinking on the direction of providing more flexibility in the removal rules to incorporate more business requirements in future, but changing a resource will not yet planned. Therefore, please help us to understand the requirement behind this. Okay. So no update here. Please consider the project specific solution and to rephrase my comment in 2019. And there is no current plan to let the picker change the source, which is currently not planned. Okay, you got this answer.
Yeah, just
Yes.
commented in this month itself.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Omkar. I was struggling badly that through some exception code and thank you.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
source bin cannot be changed. If you want to change the source bin, just go ahead and use DIP. I mean BIDF or BIDP, something like that, and then come back. Yeah, good. I mean.
Basically, what I can say, another option, I'm not sure whether it's a good advice or not, that let's say system, you already create the warehouse task and warehouse order is also available and you decide to pick that material from different bin, better you cancel it and go with the new warehouse task and
Correct.
change
Block this bin and then go ahead with the
change the bin at the warehouse task creation itself.
No. Warehouse task creation means if you block the bin, it doesn't going to propose.
No, sir. Why to block
If
the
the
bin?
bin is blocked for picking, Yeah, it's not going to propose.
Yes, yes, but here objective is that I do not want to pick the stock from storage bin A, but from storage bin B. So what I was thinking is that if that requirement is there, and since it is not possible to change the storage bin directly in the warehouse order, given there's some some product gap, so maybe if we cancel that warehouse order and go on creation for a new warehouse task,
Manually.
and in the warehouse task itself, what we can do, we also have option of stocks to be removed, right?
That's
So
what you're saying manually. Manually, you
yes,
want to pick that. Yeah, that's
yes,
okay.
yes.
It's a manual.
Vivek, then go for option 1, WT generic, only determine storage type. Bin, you inform your picker to scan the bin always from the source bin.
In the same storage type. Yeah, that's maybe that is also see that.
That's most, but in that case, the warehouse user, he has to scan the bin always, for the source bin, for that particular storage type. You can propose that one.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
So
think
in this case, Onkar, one more question. So because warehouse task is already created, let's say with the changed bin also, storage bin B, all right? In what context here? Because he is going to scan the same bin, right?
But I think only storage type will get determined in warehouse task, not the bin.
Okay, in the warehouse task, bin is also determined. Yeah.
No. If we keep the WT generic on storage type level only, so okay, I have not tried it, but I think only storage type will get determined.
yeah, that's what he was saying. Let's see that where WT generic is there. Rack storage. This is WT generic. This is for put away here.
Can you scroll down?
This is for put away. For picking, two options are here. Here we can use it, or there is no confirm removal, negative stock. Nothing is there. He was asking. He was telling about put away. Here, this is only for put away control. So he wrongly guided us. This is only for put away control. Okay, in my opinion, is it whereas picking process? He asked picking process, but Janice has replied saying, okay, Martin has replied that create a picking WT with only source storage type and source section defined. Example, VLPLE is initial in the WT. Picker, oh, he was saying that it will also work for picking. Yeah, it's only for put away, WT, generic WT option.
Yeah.
Only for put away here. It doesn't work for us.
Correct.
Because he mentioned only put away control. Or can we see anything, something here? Storage behavior, hazardous management, external step, default distance, storage type level, just a second. Yeah, nothing is there. Multi ACS control, just a second. What is storage type level? Multiple storage levels. No, it doesn't work. Yeah. Let's see, just a second. Let's read F1 for this. Generic destination storage bin here. This is destination, okay, not the source. Put away at the packing destination storage should not be determined WT. Instead, it should determine when the warehouse employees confirm the WT. It's destination here, not source. That's good.
Can you go back into the storage type screen, sir? Sir, yeah. In the general section, there is one level of available quantity. The second one, sir. Below the storage type row. Below
this one, yeah.
Yes. Can you click this?
No, there will be two options, either at storage bin level or HU level. Okay, what will happen is when the picking task is created, if you keep one, okay, let us take an example. There are materials in HUs, okay? In the storage bin, there are 10 HUs are there.
Right.
Physically, you may not be knowing which HU kept on the front end. Front end means easily pickable. Easily pickable. At the time, if you keep storage bin option, what it is going to propose is it's going to propose the bin, but not the HU which is there inside of the bin. Then whatever the HU you are seeing in front of your eyes, you can pick it up and then go ahead and then you continue your picking process. But if you keep HU, highest level of HU, system is proposing also in the HU number. Maybe this HU can be on the front end or maybe back end. This maybe 9th HU in the back. So then you have to remove 8 HUs and then take out this 9th HU and then keep that 8 HUs back again. So that is going to be tough. So that is the reason in that case, people are going to use storage bin option for bulk storage most of the times. So meaning it is going to propose only up to storage bin, but HU is not proposed in that storage type.
It means when warehouse task is created, so
it doesn't propose handling unit. That's it. When the task is created. Okay. But if you keep that blank, it is going to propose the HU also. It might be a difficult if it is in the backside of your bin.
Got it.
Yeah.
So basically the source bin option will be blank.
No,
Sir, one more point. While picking, if we do the, let's say, pick denial, and let's say, I mean, I'm not sure in that case, I mean, in the context of the question, how many storage types are available for picking this material. But if it is picked from storage type A and we do the pick denial, I think system would suggest then the next storage type. I mean, the next bin probably in the storage type.
Yeah, it's going to propose because you are going to block the bin, right? Because you cannot able to pick that. You have to block it. If you don't block it, as Vivek said, he has to create a pick task manually with that particular batch and bin. That means stock to be that option what he was saying. You can use that manually.
In my case,
yeah, I mean, at times when, yeah, sorry, but at times when you don't have to pick it from there, you can do pick denial also and pick it from the next suggested bin, probably, if it is your choice.
So Bhupesh, here, one question here. So pick denial, because my product, most of the time, it is under one storage type only. If it is for, let's say, OE market, I have a specific storage area for OE customers only. But the only thing is that sometimes they do not want to accept the material which is 6 months old or something. So we did not go into too much of depth at sorting everything, LIFO, FIFO. It is there, but not shelf life, because that is not important as of now. So considering this requirement, the material stock is going to be under one storage type only. The only thing is it may require to pick from, not from bin A, but from bin B. That's it. I don't know if pick denial will also work in this scenario.
Yeah, I mean, pick denial will, I mean, once you do the exception, use the exception code for pick denial, I think system will suggest the next bin in the same storage type.
It's going to propose the second bin until if you are blocking it. If you are not blocking it, it is not going to propose.
Okay. No, sir, blocking requirement is not there. My simple reason of picking is that
it's not a requirement here. If we cannot able to take the material from that bin, you have to block that.
No.
Otherwise, what you can do is cancel the task instead of using BIDF or some whatever it is. Cancel the task and then come back and create a task manually. That's it. These two options. I mean, pick denial and if you are doing the pick denial, compulsory, it is better to identify you did the pick denial because you cannot able to pick from that bin. So you are blocking that bin. Yeah. And then the system is going to create a task with other bin.
So basically, pick.
Are they using fixed bins or it's
No,
dynamic?
God, this is dynamic. So one thing is there, Raju sir, what I basically my takeaway is that pick denial is more suitable where we want to block the bin. But this is not my requirement. The only thing is I may switch the bin because of batch is not available in the system suggested bin. Simple.
No, why it is not available? It's showing the stock, right? It's showing the stock. That's the reason system created a task. Why it is not available in that?
The reason being, I do not require batch suggested, sorry, system suggested batch for that customer. I want to pick the product from different batch.
Okay. So that means the batch A is determined automatically for this customer, but you wanted to
Yes,
pick
sir.
from batch B.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Why can't you use the batch itself in the outbound delivery?
Sorry, sir. Say again. Why batch?
I mean, add the batch number itself in the product in the outbound delivery manually, input it that batch number, and then create a task.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So basically, the thing is that we have to cancel that warehouse task what system has created.
No. What I'm saying in before, I mean, are these tasks are created through Wave?
No, sir. Actually, it is through warehouse monitors that, okay, I have 10 outbound deliveries against customers. So they are creating to background.
Okay.
They will create a warehouse task. And
that means they are creating the task manually from monitor, right?
yes, and even
Either it
that's
is from monitor or PRDO option. So you are creating the task. Okay. One thing. Second thing.
Yeah.
So while creating the task, user knows that this batch has to be used for this product.
No, actually, that is realized when picker goes to the bin that, okay, because this is a customer and they have specifically mentioned because they have two separate people who are working on it. It is not the same person who is creating the warehouse task and also going to the pick the bin. It is separate. So
who will decide for this customer? You have to give this particular
picker,
batch, customer relevant batch, right? You are talking about.
Picker, he has the pick list with him. Yeah.
Okay. So customer relevant batch, customer related batch. Let's see MSC 1N or MSC 3N. MSC.
Sir, I think even in MSC 1 or 3 and batch is generated on EWM, whatever we're receiving from production. So at this stage, it is not feasible to key in that this customer, this batch stock is for this customer. Same batch stock can also go to customer C, Y, or whatever.
So that's a manual intervention, right? You're talking about.
It is a manual intervention. Sometimes, yeah, there is also option where we can do the determination of batches based on customer. But as of now, that is not planned because it requires batch determination on sales either. Ideally, it should come from sales first of all. The ideal scenario is because the sale order and delivery is created for that customer on ECC first. And there itself, system should identify the batch based on the criteria given under the, so that it should sort the batch and suggest something based on that criteria for that customer. But now the thing is, it is not planned in this, phase. It is in the next phase. So how to meet this, as of now, these few exceptional scenarios. So where this requirement, came from.
Got it. So then manual, go ahead with manual option, what you are also suggesting, right? Create the task from the existing stock for that particular.
Okay.
Because you said it is not planned in this particular phase 1 or phase 2. Yeah.
I thought that using some exception code or some pick denial, if something can be done. So that was my question. Because I tried.
I mean, exception code, but you cannot change the source bin. If the batch is available in the same bin, I think you can use it. But you are saying that it will be in the other bin, right?
Yeah. And pick denial is also not a good option. This is what I could understand. Right?
Yeah, in this kind of an exception cases, you just cancel the task and then create a new task manually with that batch and then pick it.
Correct, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Omkar. Thank you, Mukesh. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good. Very good, guys. I think we learned a lot of things today. Let's, anybody have any other questions?
Raju sir,
Hmm.
so there is a requirement for inbound delivery creation.
Okay.
Okay. In our process, we are creating the inbound delivery from ASN. Okay, that's the basic thing. So during our discussion, client discussion,
Creating the inbound delivery.
ASN.
Okay.
Okay. So during our client requirement, so a few suppliers, they are sharing the details through ASN via EDA. Okay. So when some of the suppliers, they're not sharing the details through ASN, they're sending the through Excel. So
Through
how
Excel,
to
okay.
yes, how to create the inbound delivery for this if it is a Excel information?
Okay. So Excel means manual, right?
Yes, manually they're sharing the Excel.
So option 1 and option 2. Option 1, you already know that EDA means it
Yes.
will be created through IDOC, right?
Yes, correct.
That's okay. But yeah, option 2, you are planning to create an inbound delivery through Excel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why can't you create? I mean, are you having ECC also linked here?
Yes. ECC, my system is decentralized S4HANA on source is ECC, SAP ECC only, not S4HANA.
Okay. So you have to create an upload program for inbound with Excel.
Okay.
So what you can do is just give the warehouse number as well as party entitled dispose as a source and an give the file. Maybe their purchase order number. Already purchase order number also you will be creating, right?
Yes.
So their purchase order number, their item number, all references you need to be entered in that Excel file. First, upload this Excel file and then execute. Then, as and when you execute, it's going to create VL01, VL31 and transaction. It is going to create inbound delivery and will be distributed to EWM.
Okay.
This is one way. Okay. Here also, what you can do is when you create this directly, you can create the inbound delivery. One option. Other option, you can create an IDOC.
Okay.
Everything will go through IDOC. If you do that.
Okay.
So create an IDOC in the background. It's like how the customer is sending, right?
Yes.
Even though even sometimes customer also gives HU information. Correct?
Yes, correct.
So what you can do is create an IDOC, and through IDOC, it will create normally.
Okay.
That follows inbound delivery creation.
Okay.
Two options: directly create inbound delivery with upload file.
Okay.
Or the second option is through IDOC. So I mean everything will follow IDOC if you do that.
Okay.
Even Excel upload also create an IDOC, and then it is going to create inbound delivery. Even outside is also can be done in the same manner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Arnav, you have any question? No, right? Good, guys. Maybe I think somebody said thank you for your guidance, Vivek. Yeah. Okay. See you guys tomorrow next week.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.